Hi there, my name is Addis, and for the last 3 years, I've been an entrepreneur, and I wanted to show you the real side of it, the harsh reality of it, and is it actually worth doing? So, I really recommend you watching this video until the end because you're going to see the real side of it and not the fake side of it that a lot of gurus are showing you. So, yeah, first of all, what I want you to understand is that people who are showing you their flashy lifestyles and so on, 100K months, 10K in 10 days, flashy cars, first class flights, majority of them, they're faking it. And you need to understand that they're only showing you their wins and not their losses or failures. So keep that in mind all the time. Keep that in mind. Don't actually, start believing everything they're showing you that it's so fun and so on. They're not showing you the backstory of it and how actually difficult it is to reach success and so on, to reach 10K a month, to reach 5K a month, and so on. So please understand that this is the first thing, like first, how to say, um, thing that you need to understand. They don't show you the breakdowns. They don't show you when they were crying, when they were literally try starting to, not yeah, sorry, my bad, when they were showing you, the breakdowns, when they were actually crying, when they were actually in doubt or they wanted to give up, or the months that, they made like €0 or €500 or €1,000. And yeah, and today I want to share a real story. So I started this entrepreneurial journey because I wanted more. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 job, and yeah, I just wanted to change more lives. I wanted to be someone. I wanted to have some kind of status. I wanted to travel and so on. I wanted more freedom, more control over my life. And honestly, I thought I was going to make it fast. I thought, like, I literally told a lot of people, like my parents, that first year, like, of my business, I'm going to reach 10K and so on. And it was nowhere close to that. It was so hard that I started renting a house because I started getting some money in, and the rent was like, what, I think €500, something like that. And after like 3 months, I didn't have money. I stopped making money as an entrepreneur, and I went into it all in. I didn't have a 9 to 5 job or part time job, and I went all in into it. And I didn't have money to pay for the rent, and I lost the deposit. It was like maybe €1,500, the deposit of it, to actually start living there. And because I didn't have money to cover the rent, the contract just it was just destroyed, and I lost money. And I went back to my parents' house and I felt like a loser, and it was so difficult. Even then I didn't show my, like, how I felt actually. Like, I obviously I covered like my emotions, my feelings and so on. I just continued working. But yeah, even if you go up a bit, like in your business, in your life, a lot of the times you're going to go more in depth, more down, and after that you're going to also raise, but then you're going to go even more in depth, more down. How to even say it? I believe you understood what I'm trying to say. And yeah, I noticed that until this day it happens. Like, for instance, in August, June, I had really good months last year, and right now it's March and I'm having probably one of the worst months. I'm living off my saved money, and it is so difficult because this month I only made around 750 euros. And yeah, I have the proof of it. And yeah, like, previous months were better, but like having this bumpy road is just so difficult. And sometimes you really want to have a stable income. So yeah, so it is difficult, like as I said, like it is a bumpy road. And yeah, and I would even say two times I started renting a house because I thought the situation got better and it's not going to go down. But it happened again, where I also started renting a house. I was paying like 400, maybe 300 euros a month, maybe 500. I don't even remember exactly. But what happened is that also after a few months, I didn't have money to cover the rent. And yeah, I stopped making money, with my business, and it was stressful. But then I somehow, well, I didn't lost that rent, that flat. I found a way to make some money extra on the side. So yeah. But yeah, it is difficult, as you can hear. Like if you're how to say, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur full time and rent a house, and you're just starting out, it is going to be difficult. Like I'm talking from my past experience, it's going to be difficult unless you have wealthy parents that could help you. In my situation, I'm not getting any help from my parents. For the last years, I've been making money and investing it into myself, into business, and paying the rent myself, and buying food myself. So yeah, like I'm not getting any support from anyone. Um, so yeah, it is difficult. So if you're planning to actually rent a house and be an entrepreneur full time, you really need to consider that, and maybe not going out of your capabilities in terms of renting a house. So yeah, I spent hours every day learning, working, building, and for a long time I made nothing. There was literally 4 or 5 months of me not earning any money, and before that I was making a lot of, like, not a lot of money, but I was making uh, amount of money that I could, live pretty good in my country, in Lithuania. So yeah, and there were weeks, where I worked 10, 12 hours and I only made 100, 200, 300 euros a month, 500 euros. And I kept pretending I was okay. I was still doing the right stuff, but it was just so difficult. And obviously there were many moments I doubted everything, myself, my path, whether I was even made for this, and yeah, like the market, maybe the market is oversaturated, because I am, till this day, an agency owner. I am running like SMMA. So yeah, like until this day I doubt myself. I not in a position where I want to be. And even if I had pretty really good months, where I made, where I made good amount of money, I still, after it I still have bad months and bad days, and so on. So yeah, so when I was doubting my route, my journey, I actually had one thing that helped me moving forward. So it was from my traumas, the people who doubted me, the people who laughed at me, the girls who have rejected me, and so on. Like all those people made me stronger. Until this day I have strength in myself. So what I'm trying to say is that trauma was probably the biggest why I didn't give up, and I'm doing this till this day, because a lot of people, they doubted me, and I just made in this way that I can accept the fact that I'm going to quit. For instance, this is why I'm not quitting. So yeah, you need to have, another thing is that you need to have a clear why. Why do you want to reach it? And your why is going to help you in your darkest moments, because there's going to be a lot of dark moments if you're going to choose this route. And if there is a mentor who said in first month of doing this business. I made 10K. It's going to be so easy, blah, blah, blah. Run away from it, literally, because they're only going to show you their best case studies, testimonials of people that have succeeded in some kind of way. Maybe they had better background, maybe they had experience in that field previously, and so on. And that mentors students, they reached pretty good results because not of the mentor, but because they have been skilled already, had skills, right skills. So yeah, so yeah, don't use that mentor's help, definitely. But mentors are important. You should have a mentor, a person who have reached a point in life where you want to be in that situation. So you should definitely keep learning. You should be learning every day. You should be getting help from the right people, from the people who have actually reached a point in their life, reach a certain situation that you want to reach. So yeah, have a mentor, definitely. And yeah, and it was also difficult when I was doing my business. I had moments where I was so alone, where I didn't have anyone in my circle, and I only had people from different countries, also entrepreneurs. But yeah, like, I was so lonely because I wasn't going out, I wasn't chilling with my friends. I was just focusing on my business, and I was tired, alone, ashamed. I got burnt a lot of burnouts, and yeah, but I didn't quit. um so yeah, so the real path to success is the hard way. Real success doesn't come from viral shortcuts. It comes from showing up when no one is watching. It's about failing, learning, adjusting, trying again. So if you can fail as soon as possible, you're going to succeed quicker. So you need to understand that failing is okay. There's no such a thing as failing. There's only learning, and you need to have this in your head. And it is, trust me, it is normal to doubt yourself. It is normal to be afraid, and it is normal to not be so confident in your service or your offer or whatever you're doing. It is normal, but just have your why, and just keep visualizing also yourself of being successful, of actually making it. Try to put yourself into that situation. I know it is sometimes difficult to visualize stuff where you're really in a dark situation, but try to be positive in life. Try to actually do that. Until this day, I'm not doing that every single day. Sometimes I have really dark moments where not you know I'm not making myself think positive. So yeah, but yeah, if you're planning to become an entrepreneur, I would really recommend you starting being an appointment setter or closer. So on the side, I start being closer, and it's going pretty well. I am making money of it, and I am passionate about it. So if you actually think about going into entrepreneurial life, then you need to consider this, that yeah, it is going to be difficult first of all. But if you want to have a safer route, I wouldn't say it's an easier route, but maybe it would be the best if you don't have that much experience in entrepreneurship life. What you can do is just become an appointment setter or closer. So if you actually want to become one, you can message me on Instagram. It's going to be down below, and you can text me, and I'm going to put you in a right position if you want this role. So I could definitely help you. I have a lot of people in my network and so on. um so yeah, guys, I hope this video has opened your eyes, and I hope you understand it better. Actually, I didn't show you like my current month, that until this day, like, it is difficult, and I made, as I said, this month 750 euros, and I'm thinking how to do that on Loom. So hold on a second. So yeah, this is my current month, March, and I only made, as you can see, those payments were made on Wise and Revolut, and other payments were made on Binance via crypto, but it's around, what is it, like 600-700 plus coaching. So yeah, it's around 800-900, like I would say 750 euros after taxes. So yeah, it is difficult, guys. And after 3 years in entrepreneurial journey, I was working a lot, and till this day I didn't reach a point where I want to be in life. So yeah, like, it is difficult. And what I would suggest you doing is, if you think that you should be an entrepreneur, if you really want to, live a better life and so on, then definitely do that, but understand that it's going to be difficult. And yeah, and prepare for the war, because it is going to be difficult. It's going to take a lot of times, even accordingly to Charlie Morgan, who is really successful entrepreneur. He has said that it takes around 3-4 years, I think, to reach 10K a month, and that is actually difficult unless you have skills in other realms, or before that entrepreneurial journey you had, experience in other fields that could help you in an entrepreneurial journey. So yeah, but yeah, guys, if you're planning to do that, to become an entrepreneur, prepare for it. Understand that it's going to be difficult, that there's going to be a lot of losses, that there's going to be months where you're not going to make money, or make not that much money, maybe a few hundred a month. Understand that, and be humble. This is also another thing to understand. Be humble, stay humble, but be confident in yourself. So yeah, I am rooting for you. I really want you to succeed, because I know how difficult it is, and if you're going to try and give your best, you're going to succeed eventually after some time. So be patient, and yeah, as I said, I'm rooting for you. And until the next video, cheers.